Alright, this is Crota giving you another shoutcast between Shy and Grubby here on Melting Valley. This game came from the BlizzCon 2009. I don't know if this is the winner or loser brackets. I just know that this is coming from BlizzCon 2009. Unfortunately, this game was not on a main screen or shown up. This was a private game, so there are no observers. I'm going to go ahead and have the view of Grubby, as it's easier to keep track of a wind-walking Blade Master if you are the Orc player. So now we have Grubby typically going Ultra of Storm. Is probably going to build a barracks right here. Yes, he does. And an Orc Burrow. So I'm assuming Blade Master and Grunts coming from Grubby. Meanwhile, Shy only has a Moonwell. So I believe if the next Wisp goes out and builds an altar, that we are going to be seeing a Tavern Hero. What Tavern Hero, I'm not quite sure yet. Shy in his last matchup really liked to go Mass Huntresses, so Mass Hunts with a Tavern Hero does make sense, and hopefully Shy will actually go beyond Tier 1. And here we have Altar of Storms, Blade Master being produced, and Grubby going ahead and use that peon to scout to the top right hand side. Now we do have an Altar of Elders being produced as well, and what seems to be a Wisp coming out from Shy. Let's see, Shy currently does only see an 125 wood right now, so I do not expect to see a Tree of Life yet, but he may try to do another expand and try to get Mass Huntresses. Meanwhile, we have Grunts being produced and a Blade Master now getting trained about halfway out. Altar of Elders about halfway down, and we are going to see a Wisp heading for the Tavern. So Tavern Hero, perhaps we'll see a Beastmaster, and that would be my guess. Perhaps Beastmaster, very good for harassing that Tier 2 when the Orc player is trying to grab its, oh, I'm sorry about that. When Orc is trying to grab its units. Now, here we have a Voodoo Lounge being built, and we have the Blade Master going in trying to take down the Ice Troll Trappers. The Ice Troll Trappers are that particular Troll Trapper is going to be able to give off the Claws of Attack +6. So we have a nice item for Grubby at this point in time. Meanwhile, we have, yes, the Beastmaster coming in with the Quill Beast trying to get in some harassing. Is the Blade Master going to be able to finish off? No, the Blade Master does not want to finish off this particular creep camp. It is going to be doing additional damage to that Beastmaster at this time. And the Beastmaster is forced to run away. No, we do have a Tree of Life being produced by Shy, so Shy is going to try to creep out this expansion with that Tree of Life. Meanwhile, the Blade Master is low on hit points, but is going to come in with a Grunt, and it looks like we are going to find the Tree of Life being produced. It looked as though the Grunt was trying to get some additional help from the creeps to try to take down that particular building. And the Tree of, now the healing stopped on the Blade Master. The Quill Beast is doing some nice blocking. The Blade Master is unable to get to where he wants to get going, and now he has now activated the creeps. He's going to do a wind walk. He may do a wind walk and try to get, he gets in one quick hit and does a wind walk. He is poisoned, and he is now going after those wisps. Those wisps are now hiding in the back, unable to get to the back. The Blade Master is trying to heal at this time. The Grunt is going down, and it looks like that Tree of Life is going to finish. Two Wisps are going to be able to start repairing that Tree of Life as soon as it gets out, and then they will have to go ahead and pull back, as they're going to be unable to take down this Tree of Life with its fortified armor. Now, Blade Master is trying to run away, down to 43 hit points. Grunt is trying to run away as well, so the Beastmaster doing a good job keeping the pressure down. Back at Grubby's base, Strongholds being upgraded now about to a third, and we have a Grunt being produced. And back at Shy's base, we just have two Huntress Halls, two Ancient of Wars, a Tree of Life still tagged, and no Huntresses being produced on the map just quite yet. That Tree of Life trying to get to trying to get to the far side and trying to be able to start creeping that expansion. It quickly roots himself so that he has a little bit more armor, and so that the Blade Master does not do as much damage and the creeps do not do as much damage. Blade Master is going to have to force him to run away. He only has one additional healing salve, and we have burrows being produced. Grubby, I don't know if Grubby is going to be going perhaps a Shadow Hunter or a Tauren Chieftain on his next hero. Farsi are not a very typical tier 2 choice, but if we are going to be seeing mass huntresses, which I believe Grubby just realized that he's going to be going mass huntresses, he may want the endurance aura to increase the speed of the units. Now we do have Whisk coming in, going to be getting healing Shy's Tree of Life, as it's going to go ahead and try to take down this orange creep camp. Meanwhile, back at the base of Grubby, or back at Grubby's Heroes now does have a Staff of Teleportation. It is going to be trying to heal. It does have a Claws of Attack +6 and a Healing Salve. And I gotta believe that Grubby wants to be able to get to level 2 and try to get the hero level advantage and be able to take down these units. So we have Grubby going and trying to take down this Goblin Merchant Shop. Meanwhile, we have the Tree of Life tanking the attack from the Null Overseer, and we are going to have Shy get this expansion up and running. Shy currently has 6 Huntresses and a Beastmaster, so this is going to be a very good size army. Huntresses still at 0-0, no upgrades quite yet. Blademaster is now at level 2, gets another Claws of Attack +9, so we have plus 15 damage on that Blademaster. That Blademaster is doing quite a bit of damage even at level 2, 116 critical strike. Very nice, but we do have mass Huntresses coming out. Yes, we do have weapon upgrades coming from the Huntresses, so the Huntresses are going to get to what I believe to be 1-1 unless Shy tries to go for tier 2. But it seems as though Shy still likes that mass tier 1 strategy with Huntresses. And I'll question whether or not a Beastmaster or a Priestess of the Moon would have been a better hero choice, but we'll go ahead and figure that out as the game continues. We have a Potion of Healing being dropped and a Cloak of Shadows. I gotta believe the Cloak of Shadows will just be sold. And Blademaster now level 3 is going to go ahead and run away and let the grunts finish off this fight. And let's see, Blademaster is now heading back over. We do have a Tauren Chieftain being produced, so Tauren Chieftain with perhaps Endurance Aura, or I don't know what item I don't know if he picked up Shockwave or Stomp, but it doesn't look like he hasn't trained yet. So it looks as though that Tauren Chieftain is going to pick up Endurance Aura at level 1. We have the Tree of Life now finished entangling the gold mine, so we do have an economic advantage for Shy. Meanwhile, we have a level 3 Beastmaster. He has a Ring of Protection +2 and a Talisman of Evasion, which will come in handy to avoid those nasty critical strikes from the Blademaster. Blademaster running in across the map. Looks like Blademaster got Windwalk level 2, running extra fast across the map as the Tauren Chieftain now finishes off and is trying to get to level 2 as well. We do have a Hawk for True Sight coming out from the Beastmaster. Now, it looks as though the Beastmaster is going ahead and trying to take down the Blademaster, trying to take down the Beastmaster. I believe that the Hawk is being summoned, so the Hawk is on cooldown. And Beastmaster unable to cast another Hawk to try to figure out where that Blademaster is. Blademaster is doing a good amount of damage to the Beastmaster. Beastmaster's Huntress is getting in his own way. Where's that Hawk? Okay, here comes the Hawk, and now the Blademaster is going to come in and do a couple hits, try to run away. Beastmaster down to 200 hit points. Meanwhile, the Blademaster is down to 146 hit points. Back at the base, we do have a Bestiary being produced, and no Spirit Lodge yet. So it looks like it's just going to be Raiders, we don't see any Druids of the Talons, so perhaps we don't need any Dispelling. Now we have all the Troll Warlords going ahead and trying to take down this camp. And Blademaster is going to go ahead and come in. We have the Hawk coming in, and that Blademaster is down to 153 hit points. Huntresses quickly turn around. Quick healing potion on the Blademaster. Blademaster is trying to go after those low hit point Huntresses. Those Huntresses are now down a couple units. The Troll Ice Warlord. If the Blademaster can get that kill steal, that would be a great use of time for Grubby. But that looks like that Troll Lord does go down, and we get who picked up the item. I cannot quite tell. And it looks as though Grubby picked up the item with a lot of mana stealing, so a nice 200 mana steal, or 200 gold swing for Grubby. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game here. Please stay tuned for part 2.